It's a beautiful day today. Chia is right in front of me. She's right here. Hello. Hello. I like to step on the keyboard, don't I? It's going to be an absolutely wild episode today, and I hope you guys are excited. As always, subscribe if you want to. And the first one that we're going to read says, am I the gay hole? We're ordering dinner, and my wife tells the waitress, I'll just eat from his plate. I said, no, she won't. Then suddenly she has an appetite and eats most of my food. Of course, if the fries are cold, she doesn't eat that. Just what's best. So she cherry picks my plate. I've asked her to order her own food. I'm paying for everybody. She can order anything on the menu. She can duplicate my order. Right, so I'm assuming that your partner got upset at the fact that you said no to them eating your food, and you're asking if you're the a-hole because you said no. No, you're not the a-hole, OP. Not even a little bit. The top comment says, what the hell, did you marry a seagull? Not the a-hole. This comment says, not the a-hole. That'd be infuriating. I'd refuse to even go out to eat. And OP said, I'm the only man, so it was my mother, my wife, my daughter, and the waitress. When I said she will not, they all gave me the stink eye, lol. I buy everybody dinner on Sunday since my father passed away. No, you're not in the wrong here, OP. This comment says, not the a-hole. I'd hate that. I ordered sufficient food for how hungry I am, and then she screwed it up. And OP said, I look greedy for wanting more than half of my own dinner. Yeah, no, that's so annoying. And you even said yourself, order the same thing twice. You've got no issue with that. It's definitely fair enough that you want to eat the food that you order, OP. This comment says, stabbed once in the hand with a fork. She'll learn. Wow, that's so funny. I wasn't expecting to read that today. Am I the gay hole because I don't like my food being stolen? No. Not even a little bit. Post number 2 says, am I the gay hole for telling my roommate that his girlfriend can't stay over every weekend after she ate all of my food? Again. So I own my own apartment and I rent out the second room to a buddy of mine. Everything was cool at first, but lately his girlfriend has been staying over every weekend. I wouldn't mind so much if it wasn't for the fact that every time she's here, she helps herself to my stuff, mainly my food. I meal prep for the weekend. I buy my own groceries. It's not like I don't share sometimes, but I've noticed that after every weekend she's here, a bunch of my food is gone. Snacks, leftovers, even stuff like my eggs and bread, just gone. I've tried hinting at it, like casually mentioning how much food I go through, but it keeps on happening. Last weekend I had a really long week at work, so I treated myself to some nice takeout, and I plan to save half of it for lunch the next day. The next morning I open the fridge and it's gone. Yeah, that is so not okay. I texted my roommate and he said, oh, my girlfriend was hungry, so she ate it. Sorry, man. That's not okay. Oh, this is so infuriating. That was the last straw. I told him that we needed to talk, and I said that while I'm okay with her visiting sometimes, she can't keep staying over every weekend and eating my food. I told him it isn't fair, especially since she's not contributing to groceries or utilities. He got defensive, saying that since he pays rent, she should be able to stay over whenever, and I'm making a big deal out of just a few snacks. Get out of here. I stood my ground and I told him that she needs to stop coming over so often unless they start buying their own food and being more considerate. Now he's pissed at me and I'm getting the cold shoulder. Am I the gay hole for putting my foot down after his girlfriend kept on eating all of my food? No, not even a little bit. The audacity is so wild. Like, why do they feel like they can do that? And also, it's not like it happened one time. It's happening all the time. That's so infuriating. I meal prepped some food, or I bought some really nice food. I'm so excited to eat the rest of it tomorrow. Oh no, it's all gone. I feel like if you should have done anything differently, OP, you should have directly said to them, hey, stop eating my food. Like, don't hint about stuff like this. You need to say directly to them, you are not allowed to eat my food. This comment says, not the a-hole, the audacity of going into somebody's home and just eating any and all of their food. I have to wonder if it's the girlfriend whose idea this was, or if your roommate is saying if there's anything in the fridge that you want, babe, and then she takes him at his word. Just based on the fact that I've dated a number of guys who basically barely had any snacks around and seemed shocked when I'd be hungry at random times. If they lived with roommates, never ever did I assume that I was free to take any of the food that I saw. Maybe it's the audacity of the girlfriend, or maybe it's your roommate who needs to actually plan to provide food to his girlfriend and have the balls to clarify what she can or cannot eat. A pro tip for him would be to have the kind of food that she likes around. Yeah, I feel like it definitely could be that. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if the roommate was saying, oh yeah, eat whatever you want. Obviously, that doesn't mean his girlfriend should be able to go in there and eat stuff without asking. But yeah, I definitely don't think your roommate is helping, OP. This comment says, not the a-hole. Your friend is pissed because his girlfriend can only stay at your apartment if she doesn't steal and if she'll start being considerate. How on earth would that be an unreasonable request? Yeah, like the comment below that says, does she know that it's not the boyfriend's food? She needs to be directly spoken to. She may not even know. Yeah, that's so bad. But yeah, don't hint anymore, OP. You need to talk to the girlfriend and you need to very clearly say, you are not allowed to keep eating my food. This is not my roommate roommate's food. It's my food. But yeah, for sure the roommate is definitely making it worse. I feel like the roommate is probably saying that their girlfriend can eat whatever they want. And now the roommate is upset because OP doesn't like it. But yeah, not the a-hole OP. The next one says, am I the a-hole for exposing my wife's cheating and not wanting to do anything with a child that isn't mine? So 2 weeks ago, I found out that my 5-year-old isn't biologically mine. I felt so hurt and betrayed that my wife of 6 years and relationship for 9 cheated on me and even got pregnant by another man. I took a paternity test without telling my wife. I immediately confronted my wife and I called her a in my anger and many other names. She started crying and explained that she hid it because she didn't want to break up our happy family of 3. I asked her why she'd cheat on me. She explained that we had a very nasty argument back in the day, so she hooked up with somebody and it was just a one-time thing and she's been loyal to me. Oh yeah, so loyal. Oh yeah, we had an argument, so I better go sleep with somebody else. That's not loyal. She said that she had doubts that I wouldn't be the father, but she never took paternity. She said that she was happy seeing me happy and didn't go with an abortion for peace of our family and didn't tell me the truth. I told her that I'm divorcing and I don't want to be in our son's life. She started crying and begging me to not break the family and I'm still his father and I've been a wonderful father and a husband. I should forgive her and don't let DNA destroy our lives, and then started begging me. Okay, so you're the one who's breaking up the family? Oh, this is so bad. Oh, wait a second. Maybe I shouldn't have slept with some other person. Maybe I'm actually at fault. No, you're breaking up the family, not me. I immediately left and she's blowing up my phone. I decided at first not to tell anybody else, but in the end I got very angry and I decided to tell everybody. Everybody is pissed at my wife. Her parents said they want nothing to do with her daughter and they cut contact. My sister furiously called my soon-to-be ex and cursed her out. Her brother and sister on the other hand said that I've humiliated my soon-to-be ex and that I shouldn't have told everybody and I should have kept it between us. Yesterday her sister called me and said that I need to take her back and I need to come back for my son. I said I don't have a son. She got angry and started cursing me and said that I was a weak, pathetic man. No wonder my wife cheated on me. Oh, what a piece of crap. And I'm so pathetic I had to go behind my wife's back to take paternity because I'm insecure and weak that I'm giving up my own son just because we don't share blood. And I'm the reason that my wife is alone and depressed. Yeah, okay, so pretty much completely disregard all of that, OP. That's so awful that her sister said all of that. I cut her call instead and I called her husband and I told him everything. I said that family is full of nut jobs. Maybe it runs in their blood. You should take a paternity test as well and don't trust those. He said that he's sorry on the behalf of his wife and then we ended the call. Now I'm ignoring all of my wife's and that calls. Yeah, wow, the posts are pretty infuriating today. Another cheater that's running away from accountability. Yeah, like the top comment says, don't let DNA destroy our life. Oh, it was the DNA that did all the destruction? Damn science. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, like this comment says too, sister called OP a weak, pathetic man, and yet her sister cheated because they had an argument. She's just mad that she has to be the support system for a cheater. I'm also pretty sure the sister knew or suspected that the child was not OP's. You'll never know if it was really just a fling or she stepped out of your relationship every time you had a fight. Yeah, that's such a good point. It probably didn't happen just one time. And the sister calling OP weak and pathetic and saying no wonder my wife cheated on me. Like, that's so ridiculous. Yeah, like this comment says, I don't believe it was a one-night stand. It was probably an affair. Anyway, you're right not to stay with a cheater. What made you suspicious and take a paternity test? Not the a-hole. Yeah, like if OP's partner's gonna be like, oh, well, we had an argument. I better go jump in bed with somebody else. Pretty sure they wouldn't have only done that once. Yeah, like no doubt it was a full-on affair. And your wife's sister, OP, is out of their mind. Like that was so awful what they said to you, OP. And all the while excusing the cheater. Like, oh, no wonder she cheated on you. It's your fault. No, it's not. Stop justifying it. It's not justified. And then to call OP insecure and weak and all this stuff. Yeah, this comment, it has to be rage bait. Surely, right? It has to be rage bait, doesn't it? OP and OP's wife have an argument and OP's wife is like, oh, well, better go have sex with somebody else, and she doesn't take any accountability for it. And they're acting like it's the fault of OP. It's not. OP's wife said, don't let DNA destroy our life. You cheated. Like, this is your fault. It's so insufferable when cheaters betray their partner, and then they blame everything but themselves. The next one says, am I the gay hole for not telling my boyfriend that I can understand his language the whole time? I, 18 female, have been with my boyfriend, 19 male, for 2 years. This all started when we first first met 3 years ago. I was new at our high school and he introduced me to his friend group, which had mainly French speakers. I've never been confident with my French speaking due to insecurity about my accent, but I can understand the language perfect. I was just too embarrassed to let them know because I was scared they'd ask me to try to speak French with them. I got really close with the friend group and my boyfriend and I got together after a year of speaking. My not speaking French had never really been a problem because he would speak English around me and always made sure that his friends did the same. And it went on for so long that I just didn't have the heart to tell him that I could understand them anyway. The problem started in uni. We both got a house off campus together, but my boyfriend was always coming back really late. I'd convinced myself that he was probably occupied with uni stuff, but the other night I overheard him talking on the phone to one of his French friends about how he'd hooked up with 3 different girls at the same time, and I was completely baffled. Wow, so he doesn't know that you can understand what he's saying? I confronted him, but instead of being apologetic, he got mad that I could actually understand what he was saying. Yeah, he got mad because he was caught. I tried to come up with an excuse and say that I was able to pick up the language after all the time that we've been together, but he doesn't believe me since he never speaks French around me, and he said that he can't trust me anymore. Oh, that's hilarious. Get rid of him immediately. Oh, you can't trust OP anymore. Says the guy cheating. He's staying at a friend's house right now, and I don't know if I'm at fault here for not telling him that I understand French, or if the real problem is him cheating. Am I the gay hole, and if yeah, what do I do? Edit, I've posted my first and probably last update, but thank you for all the advice. Second update, you lot that are being horrible to me in the DMs are gonna make me go mental. Obviously, I'm upset about my boyfriend cheating, and obviously, I know he's an a-hole. I wasn't asking if he was, I just wanted to know if I was also the gay hole. Stop calling me slow. The slow ones are the bellends who think that I'm not aware that my boyfriend cheating on me is bad. And to everybody saying fake, the only fake thing here is your relationship with your parents. Please find happiness and get away from mine. Sorry if I've been a bit rude. I'm just upset about this entire situation. Yeah, but also to be fair, OP, the way that you worded that really made it sound like you weren't sure if he was in the wrong or not. So yeah, that kind of makes sense why you got those sorts of comments. So here's the update. Hey everybody, sorry, I don't know how to use the app properly, so I want to clear up a few things. Number one, I didn't glaze over him cheating like it was nothing. Obviously it's a big deal. He just didn't give me a chance to even confront him before he started crashing out and then left. And for everybody calling me stupid, obviously I know cheating is bad. I just thought that I might also be in the wrong for withholding the truth for so long. Number two, for everybody asking why I hid my French for so long, I've been taking speaking lessons to improve, not for the whole time that we've been together, but more recently, and I wanted to surprise him when my accent was a lot better. I don't live in a country where people speak mostly French. I'm literally in the UK. I just happened to meet a friend group that was French, so me not having a good accent is not much of a surprise. Have you heard people in the UK try to speak French? It's painful, laughing my ass off. I only understand the French because I used to consume a lot of French media when I was younger. Even now I don't know all the new slang, but I do understand enough to respond in English after being spoken to in French. Cheers for letting me know what Davo is. I'd never heard of it before, so it's nice to be educated. Anyway, after going through your comments and DMs, sorry for only responding to the DMs, there were too many comments. I've decided to just break up with him when I see him tomorrow. It's a sad way to end such a long relationship, but what can be done? I hope everybody has a great day. I don't think I'll update anymore because I doubt anything major is going to happen once I break up with him. So thank you for all the advice. Wow, that's so sad. Yeah, like this comment says, it's so unfair that he's trying to twist this to make it your fault. You deserve way better than that kind of treatment. Yeah, and the comment below that, he said he can't trust me anymore. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, the comment below that, yes, the classic I'm not taking responsibility for my actions, but I'll make you feel like it's your fault move. We've all been there. Yeah, how terrible. Yeah, I know I slept with, what did it say? 3 people at once, but I can't trust you anymore. You're the one who broke the trust, not me. Like, what a joke. Get rid of him, OP. Of course you deserve better than that. Oh yeah, I cheated on you multiple times, and that definitely would not have been the only time, but I'm gonna get upset at you for not telling me that you can understand me, and I'm gonna get sulky and upset at you and act like it's your fault. That's hilarious. He got all sulky because he got caught. The next one says, am I the gay hoe for wanting to divorce my husband after I found out that he trash talks me to his friends and says that marrying me was a mistake? No, of course you're not. Do we even need to read this? You do not trash talk your own partner. That's so sad. So I, 32 female, have been married to my husband, 34 male, for about 5 years. We have a son together and I have another child from a previous relationship. I thought our marriage was mainly okay, like not perfect, but whose is? We've got our challenges like any other couple. I never thought anything major was wrong, but recently something happened that's been eating at me. A few weeks ago, we had some of his friends over for a barbecue, and after everybody left, I noticed that his phone was left on the kitchen counter. Normally, I wouldn't even touch it, but a notification from his group chat popped up, and I saw my name. I don't know why I did it, but I opened it. I guess some part of me wanted to know what was being said. Well, it was worse than what I could have have imagined. He was trash talking me to his friends, saying stuff like, I never should have married her, it was a mistake, and I feel trapped. She's basically useless and I have to do everything. He even said the only reason he married me was because he felt that he had no choice after I got pregnant with our son. Yuck, he sucks, OP. I felt like somebody punched me in the gut. Like I never thought he'd talk about me like that to anybody, let alone his friends. These are people that I see regularly, and the whole time they've been hearing him say that I'm a burden or that our marriage was a mistake. When I confronted him about it, he said that it was just guy talk. No, it is not, and that I shouldn't take it so personally. Get the hell out of here. Oh, the audacity. You shouldn't take it personally. It's pretty personal stuff. He said all guys vent about their wife and that it wasn't serious. No, they don't. That's disgusting, dude. Oh, that makes me so sad. But how can I not take it personally? He said our marriage was a mistake. He said I was a mistake. Now I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like I've been living a lie. Like maybe he never really loved me at all. He keeps on telling me to let it go, that I'm overreacting, but I don't know how to move past it. I'm seriously considering divorce, but now I'm wondering, am I overreacting? Is this normal? No, it's not. Do all guys talk like this about their wives and I'm just being too sensitive? Definitely not, OP. I don't know if I can stay with somebody who thinks I'm a mistake. Am I the a-hole for wanting to divorce him over this? No, not even a little bit. And you should divorce him, OP. That's not normal. And it's definitely not guy talk. That's so gross. And of course you're not overreacting. And of course you should not be with somebody who thinks about you like this. That's actually disgusting of him, OP. You need to have some self-respect and get out of there. Yeah, this comment, all guys don't talk about their wives like this. No, far from it. He means what he said. Sorry. Yeah, acting like it's normal. Get out of here. This comment says, not the a-hole. It's such an immense betrayal for the person who was sworn to stand by you and protect you and honor you to disgrace you like that. And OP said, I say it as a complete betrayal. Nobody of our friends mentioned anything. I guess they're all his friends, not mine. And also, did he even apologize? Or did he just immediately say, oh no, you're overreacting? Ew. You should never stay with somebody who doesn't even respect you. Like this isn't even a question. Oh, that's so gross. And it's not normal. Run in the opposite direction, OP. The next one says, am I the a-hole for assuming that I was invited to my cousin's wedding and making a scene when I found out that I wasn't? My 18 female cousin's 22 female wedding was this weekend. I'll call her Mary. Growing up, we were pretty close, as me and my siblings 20 female and 23 male often went to Mary's house. Lately, we haven't seen each other much because they all moved away for college, but it's still nice to see each other at family events. A year and a half ago, she met her now husband. He was invited to Christmas and Easter and every family event since. When he was there, I noticed that Mary was a lot more distant than usual and barely talked to me, but talked with my siblings all night. I figured that it was probably because of our age difference. A few weeks or months ago, we got an invitation to their wedding in the mail, or at least my parents did. My name wasn't mentioned on the invitation, which was addressed to our last names, but since I still live with my parents and my brother and sister both got one, I assumed that I was included, and so did my parents. But Mary's face dropped when she saw me. What? She pretended to smile, but I could see something was bothering her. The wedding went on, but during the cocktails, Mary came up to me and asked me why I came, since she didn't send me an invitation. Oh my god, how rude. I was taken aback a bit, but I told her that we assumed that I was included and asked her why she didn't invite me. She avoided the question, but after insisting a bit, she told me that she wanted her husband's family to have a good impression of her family and didn't want them to know that her cousin was a lesbian because she wanted to have a normal family. Oh my god, she sucks. For context, our family is pretty open-minded and all of them accept me, but her husband and his family are a lot more traditional and conservative. What I don't understand is that I don't quote-unquote look gay, whatever that means, and they would have never known unless somebody told them. I was so shocked. I told her that she was sick for caring about impressing a bunch of bigots more than her own cousin. She got mad at me and we both got a bit loud, which attracted attention. People came to find out what was happening. When they found out, my parents said that she was being mean and shouldn't have made a big deal about it. A bunch of other people said that it was wrong of me to come when I wasn't invited. Mary started telling me to leave, so I stormed off. Since then, I've been receiving texts from her and her parents saying that I was a for coming and for making a scene and ruining her big day. I understand that it's her wedding and she can invite whoever she wants to, but her words were so hurtful and I genuinely thought that I was invited. But I do know that it's wrong that I caused such a scene at her wedding day. Maybe I should have left and not said anything at all. Am I the a-hole? No, OP, because you didn't even know. How the hell were you meant to know that you weren't invited? There's no way that you would have known that you weren't invited from the invitations that they sent. Yeah, this comment, not the a-hole. If your parents and siblings were all invited, it'd be logical logical to believe that you were invited too, especially as nobody had even discussed it with your family. Did your grandparents know that you weren't invited? At least your family can cut them all off knowing what awful people they are. Yeah, 100%. OP said, sadly, my grandparents passed away a few years ago, but my aunt and uncle knew that I wasn't invited. Yeah, like the comment below that says, so aunt or uncle is one of the parent siblings, and they said nothing. That's so nasty. They all singled you out in such a cowardly way, without any explanation. If your family had been made aware by them, the reason of your exclusion, your whole family could have made the decision not to attend. Yeah, that's completely right. Cowards. And saying that they don't have a normal family because you're a lesbian? What are you talking about? Of course you're not the a-hole here, OP. You had no idea. Nobody told you that you weren't invited. Why the hell would your cousin even expect you not to go? Like, why is your cousin surprised to see you there? Your cousin didn't even have the guts to tell you that you weren't invited. Yeah, bigots and cowards. You don't need your cousin or their crappy family, OP. Oh, that's so sad and infuriating too. Said that she didn't want them to know that her cousin was a lesbian because she wanted to have a normal family. Where do you get off, cousin? And it's not even like you weren't invited, OP. You were invited. Where did they not invite you? Does your cousin feel like you can read their mind? It's pretty obvious which people are the a-holes here, and it's definitely not you. Okay, after what we've read today, I've got a really cute, wholesome meme to show you guys, and we definitely need it. The guy next to me on the train was watching The Office, so naturally I not so subtly watched along. He noticed me watching with him and turned on the subtitles. I hope he knows that I'd die for him. I think we read this one a long time ago, but that's so beautiful. Like, here's the subtitles you can watch as well. That's so cute. That was such an unbelievable episode. Everything that we read today was so infuriating. And yeah, I hope you had a good time today, guys. If you did, make sure you subscribe if you want to. And the comment of the day goes to 9 Crows Down. I just want everybody to know that my little man, my cat, successfully knows how to play fetch and also sit on my shoulder. Oh, that's so beautiful. Cats are so beautiful, aren't they? Say hello to your kitty cat for me. And thank you for that comment, and thank you for the support, everybody. I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!